What is prayer? So, dictionaries say that prayer is one of three things. It's either one, a solemn request for help or expression of thanks addressed to God or an object of worship, i.e., a statue or a candle with a saint on it. Two, a religious service at which people gather to pray together, usually regularly. Or three, an earnest hope or a wish. So, let's start right there. Those are the three dictionary definitions of prayer. For religious purposes, we focus on the first two definitions. Those are a solemn request for help or expression of thanks addressed to God or an object of worship, and a religious service at which people gather to pray together. In general, we invoke the third just often. Like, often the prayers for speedy recovery and victims' families and things like that are really just platitudes, but they do fall under the third definition, which is an earnest hope or wish. In that case, if you could say praying can be an earnest hope or wish, pray to yourself every day. Ask yourself for help. Ask yourself to at least try. I mean, that act is in line with many other practices, so shit, why not? Religious prayer gets a bit funny to me. Like, funny haha, like ha. Alright, so when I was a child, a small child, I wondered if I was even praying right. Because every time we went to church, a preacher would tell us to pray. Everybody would close their eyes and bow their heads, right? And then the preacher would say things and use the terms we and us, and like, we pray for the safe recovery of Brother James, and for the success of Sister Josephine's endeavors. I don't know why I use Josephine, like this is 1937. But anyways, I always noted that like we prayed for people who I didn't even know. So like, how could I even mean the prayer? I don't know these people. How did you know that I wished them well? Maybe I don't. Because that lady daughter broke my G.I. Joe or some other crazy shit. I only got more confused seeing people pray at home. Because except for the novel Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep joint, home prayers were silent. I'm a kid, mind you. So I thought, how can one word mean two things? Like, somebody got to be wrong. So who's not praying right? I pondered this even as I sampled the delicacies that different rites and religions and orders offered. And I think I figured it out. So let's do it like this. I got the definition of praying. You ready? Praying is beseeching something or someone other than your conscious self for something. You can pray to your God for forgiveness. You can pray to yourself for cooperation and self-control. With that said, praying is not exclusive to religions, and it's not exclusively religious, and there is no proper language except the universal language of intent. So as long as your heart is in it, as long as you mean it as much as you can possibly mean it, in that particular moment, even if the moment after you say the shit, you don't even mean it as much or mean the shit at all, in that moment is what's important. That's the universal language of intent. Because if you don't understand the words I'm saying, then it's important for me to, use other things to convey what I mean. And the universal one is by linking with people emotionally and subconsciously, so that you can kind of, in lesser and greater ways depending on your skills and experience, determine said intent. So go out there, pray every day. Pray to yourself, pray to your God, pray to your friend's God, and pray to your friend. Peace.